One thing for certain.
Two things for sure.
We're back with another video. Yo, what's up, AA gang? Today we're gonna be doing a story time while we are cooking. So first and foremost, good morning. So we're gonna be doing. You good? We're gonna be doing a story time about how we met. So, but if you haven't watched our last video, pause this real quick and go watch that video right now, then come back to this one. Because at the end of that video, I said that y'all will hear his story.
The truth?
And then y'all will hear the truth, my side. So this is how we met, okay? Alright, so you wanna go first?
No, go ahead, tell your story.
I wanna go last.
Nah, tell your story. Tell your story.
Okay, because the truth still sets you free. And today is Sunday, so you better not lie.
Praise Jesus.
Okay, so basically, open that real quick. So this how this all went down. So real quick, brief background, not too much though. I was in a relationship. It didn't work.
When were you in a relationship?
I was in a relationship for like two years or whatever the case you want to call it. I did mentally check out, but it wasn't officially like over until one conversation in November 2021. But that's another story for another day. But anywho, so you know, I was real hurt or whatever. So you know, like I was just to myself the rest of November, all of December. I went on a fast in January. And you know, during that fast or whatever, like I decided to heal God's way. Instead of, you know, trying to go to other people or, you know, substances and things like that, trying to cope. Like, I just decided that, you know, this time, like, I'm gonna heal by staying close to God, staying in his word, whatever the case may be. And that really worked for me. Like, I fasted the whole entire January. So during that fast, yes, I did pray, you know, and all of that. Like, I pray every day, but, you know. And so, got up out the fast in February 2022. And yes, I did pray about, you know, what I realized that I needed, and then also anything else that God knew that I needed or whatever. But I didn't think that it was gonna come 17 days later in February, right? So I came about the fast, whatever like that. Yes, I was praying for a whole lot of stuff. I was praying for myself, you know, because I knew my faults, I knew my wrongs. I knew that there was things that God needed to work up out of me and work back in me. I knew that I needed to heal and, you know, all that. And I did pray, you know, for what I have found out that I needed, you know, going through trial and error with different men or whatever like that. So I'm not thinking that God is finna say, oh, on February 17th, this who you finna meet. I'm thinking like, you know, what society says, like, oh, you need to be waiting like 6 months or a year and then start dating again. But if you believe in God like we do, we on God's timing. So if God say, hey, tomorrow get your stuff and move to California because I got something going for you out there, we gonna go. But that's the same type of mentality that you gotta have when he bringing people into your life. He as in God. So again, I'm thinking I'm gonna be chilling to myself. I wasn't looking for nobody. Y'all, I met Aro at my school. I met him at my school. Cause I'm a teacher. Again, I teach 8th grade math and algebra 1. And he teach 7th grade ELAR. Well, at the time he was teaching 7th grade ELAR. Y'all, he had been in the school for a whole month. Cause you got there when? In January?
Yeah, like late January.
So he got there in January 2022. Y'all, he had been there for a whole month and some. I never saw him because 8th grade is downstairs and 7th grade is upstairs. And me, like, if I'm not in my room, then I'm down at the coach's office chilling or, you know, coaching or whatever like that. Prior to February 17th, I did see him. Well, he saw me. So basically, I was teaching my lesson or whatever. I get a call that one of my athletes who was in the 7th grade at the time was acting up in the lunchroom. So I went down there, got her together, and when I was walking back, you know how you can feel somebody like looking at you? Cause usually when I'm in school, like I am on a mission. I be walking fast, like I be trying to get back to what I'm doing. So you can feel when somebody is like looking at you. So you know, I'm walking around like that. I feel him because he's 7th grade. So 7th grade teachers is coming to come pick up their kids. I was just only down there because I had to go handle one of my athletes. So I feel him looking at me, so I looked him and we like made eye contact. Y'all ever heard that saying like if he looked, he took? It was one of them. Like I immediately knew like, oh, like if I wanted him, I could get him. No, you can't interrupt me. If I wanted him, I could get him, cause just that, you know how you can tell off of the eye contact, like yeah. And period, like you know, I'm cute. I be cute at school. Like I feel like if you look good, then you'll teach good, whatever. So you know, I'm already knowing. So yeah, so I already knew whatever like that. Then he say that it was another time, but he gonna talk about that because I can't really recall that time. But
of course not.
But we did see each other twice before actually interacting. So fast forward to February 17th, cause we was only seeing each other then, like in February. So February 17th, y'all, we having this like core subject camp, like boot camp type of thing, right? So math and social studies are together. And so, you know, we have our kids and they do math for a little minute, then they go and do social studies for a little minute, but we in the same room. We in this big old room. Y'all, he teach Aleyh&Aro, don't forget that. I noticed that the whole, most of the day, he was just lingering in my area, like in my vicinity. Like, you supposed to be teaching kids how to read and write. I'm teaching them how to add, subtract, multiply, find a variable. Why you in my space? Why you in my area? So, the woman that I was working with, social studies teacher, apparently he goes and talks to her. He don't know that like me and her know each other, like her mama, like best friends, like we all went to the same church. Like I've been knowing this lady my whole life. He didn't know that though. So he's talking to her, whatever like that. So she come to me. Shout out to you, girl, because now look at this. But she come to me and she was like, hey, Mr. Nash. I didn't even know his name. But Mr. Nash, he was asking me like who you were. He asked if I was married, you know, things like that. He was checking for me, you know. So once the little boot camp was over and we all finna go home and stuff like that, you know me, player from the Himalayas, you know what I'm talking about. So I went up, hush. So me, like I went up to him, like what's up? Like I don't bite. So basically, I went up to him and bro, you know that's what happened. I went up to him, y'all, and I was like, so I heard that you was asking about me or whatever, you know. So yeah. So then he started talking about, you know, like certain things with like passing a certain test and you know things like that. And you know, I told him that yes, like I had passed my test, you know, all of that. And so he was like, maybe you can help me out. Y'all already know he was just trying to get my number, period. Because how a math teacher gonna help an Aleyh&Aro teacher pass their test? Like my mind is mad, like you know. So whatever, but you know, but I went along with it because he was cute or whatever.
Go ahead.
So yeah, that's how we exchanged numbers, and then we started texting. We did. You did get my number that day.
I got your number. You got mine.
How'd it go?
Oh, you don't remember?
Just let me know. I got it. You got it.
Can I tell my story now?
I'm not done yet.
Go ahead.
My number. You can correct me, cause
You got my number.
Okay.
You put my number in your phone.
I put my number.
No, you got my phone and put your number in.
Yeah, real player. Like, took his phone, put my number in there, cause stop all the beating around the bush. Let's get to the point.
Exactly.
So then I'm gonna stop right there, and then we can talk about what happened after that. So when your story stopped, when we got the number.
The truth. Here's the truth. Okay, check this out. I started subbing at McCowan in January.
Don't say the school name.
Oh.
I don't want them to.
I started subbing at a school that she was at, and I was there for like she said, a good month. And I had been trying to take my content exam to pass my test or whatever. And I didn't really know nobody there, but me and that teacher that she's talking about, her name I ain't gonna disclose, but she. Can you let me talk?
Sorry.
She anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, she was helping me, but she couldn't really help me. So like she said some truth there. They had a boot camp there, and I wasn't supposed to be there. Like somehow I ended up being there for some odd reason. I don't know why. But I was just roaming around the school, and like I was just looking like to stay out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't doing anything. So like when I seen that teacher in there, I was like, I'm gonna just go in there with them, you know what I'm saying? Because all the kids in there don't make it look like I'm doing something. So every now and then I'll kind of like move around, here go there, here go there, here go there. And she just so happened to be in there. And I had been, prior to that, I already had been asking teachers like, who are they, where they from? I asked a couple of teachers like, are they married? And then I asked the teacher about her, was she married? Because all the women that had been married, they're all mostly young in a sense, but not all of them. And she was like, no, she's not married or anything like that. She's single and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. And she,
how she know I was single?
So, anyways, I had, what happened? Oh, I had went in there to the little boot camp thing, and she was coming out, and I was going in. She was coming out. And you know me, player. You know, real. Let me show you how to do it, fellas. Real player. This was really happening. I seen her, and she did come up to me. But it wasn't on no like what it is, what it do. Like she talking about. It was more or less like so like you know, I was asking her about the test and what strategies I can use to pass the test and blah blah and all like that. And she was like, you know, I took a test and you know I got some stuff that can probably help you and blah 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 whatever. And I was like, well, how you gonna give a name? How you gonna help me if I don't have your number? And she was like, she got that. You know how y'all be looking. She was like, I mean, then she took my phone because I wasn't gonna ask for the number. She took my phone and put her number in there, you know what I'm saying? It was like, ooh, do I hit me up, blah, blah, blah. But the story she talking about with that looking thing, let me tell y'all what really happened. So I was already in the cafeteria, I was going to the cafeteria. She was in there, like she said. And when I walked in there, I promise y'all, all I did was look for 3 seconds, bro. 3 seconds. I gave her this look right here. I walked and I was just like, I looked at her and I was like, oh. And I ain't said nothing about it. So me and my coworker, we walking down the hall. Guess who comes speed walking, talking about walking like the building was on, you could have swore to God the building was on fire, bro. Walking fast, bro. I'm talking about real fast. They gonna come across my vision and do like this. Ain't gonna go in the library like ain't nobody in there. So what she going in there for? She ain't in the library. Do not let this girl fool y'all. She wanted me. Let's get that understood. Don't act like you just play it from the Himalaya. You know I had you caught with these eyes. Don't even try to go there, bro. It's like, yeah, you know the vibes, bro.
I ain't the bro.
You know what it was.
I ain't the pro.
You wanted me.
The pro. I see
You wanted me. It's okay. You wanted a real nigga, and I get it. Like, it's okay. I ain't none of them Texas niggas. Them Texas niggas ain't that. I'm from Louisiana. We a little different. We a little different down there. Get you a Southern guy. It's okay. It's okay, love. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah.
Either way it go, whatever. So, it is what it is. So, y'all, now, let's get to when we was texting. And don't make me have to insert the screenshots because I still got them. But anywho, so, he texted me or whatever like that. I told him what my name was. He was like, oh, so I can't call you Coach C? Cause you know, I'm thinking like, my name is Aleyh Christopher. And like, you know, so he was like, oh, so I can't call you Coach C. Cause my last name Christopher, but my kids call me either Miss C or Coach C. So whatever. So we have a little. So we texting and stuff like that. We were supposed to get on the phone because you know how you be asking 21 questions at the beginning. So one of the questions was like, what was your major in college or whatever? And y'all, why was we both criminal justice majors?
She wanna be like me.
Boy, I didn't even know you. So, no, I don't need that. So, yeah. So we both criminal justice majors, and so he wanted to have a conversation about like why I chose and stuff like that. But I forgot to call back. Or I forgot to call in general because I'm not gonna text that, so I told him I was gonna call him, but I didn't call him. So then here come the next day. So y'all, the next day is Friday. So you know we go on about our day like we like spotty like text like it wasn't like texting like throughout the whole.
I was making her wait.
I wasn't even really checking for him though.
I was making her wait on this
like it was new. Like I wasn't over there like, oh my god, please text me back, or oh my god, let me flip my phone. Like, boy, chill out, stop trying to play me. But anywho, so I was supposed to be going to one of my friends' like little birthday kickback thing or whatever the case may be. So once I got out of school and once we got done with track practice and all of that, I had went to my granny house to change. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Y'all, I think I pulled up at my granny house at like 8 o'clock. I said that I was going to get dressed, talk to my granny a little bit, and then head to the little kickback. Y'all, so I pulled up to my granny house like, and I was like, oh, like I can call him now. So I'm sitting in the car at my granny house, and y'all, we talking. Y'all, we was talking for an hour.
Hours.
We was talking like for it was more than an hour, y'all. Right then and there, like I don't know what it was. I'm gonna speak for myself, but right then I was like, let me start paying attention. Cause see me like how me and God like, you know, we besties or whatever. So I know when God telling me something. Like I know when he's saying it's okay, go ahead, and I know when he's saying no, go the other direction, leave that alone. So like it was like one of them like feelings or whatever, and I was just like, dang, like, and I did not want to get out the phone, but like it's my friend's birthday, like I need to show up for them. So okay, so how did you feel during the conversation?
I mean, I'm gonna say this. My biggest thing, cause I was like, I wasn't dating, so I was just like kind of like I'm done with it, because I'm coming off a 6-year relationship, had been single for like 2 years, so like I was just completely just done with everything. My main prayer was that God would just like send me a woman who has a heart for you. So like, you know, I done had like conversations with females and had little small situationships, and like it was just like it wasn't there for me. Like so I just gave up on it, like in general. So like when I met her and like I think that conversation on that phone was just more or less like, let me see where her heart posture is like. And when I told her my love for God and how much I loved him, and I told her, and I'm gonna continue to tell her this, I'm gonna choose God over her any day. And if she couldn't respect it, then I knew she wasn't the one for me. So like when we had that conversation on the phone so many hours, I'm telling her and showing her my love for God and how much I love him and how much extent I'll go for him. Like I think when I seen that she understood that, how serious I was about that, that's when I knew like, okay, she might be the one, but we'll see.
Right, and you know me, like I'm the same way. Like I'm very heavy when it like comes to God. So like we was low-key like just telling our testimonies or whatever like that, and I was just like, okay. But see, I know for me, speaking for me, people see, because I am very loud and proud about God. You know, I do sing and, you know, things like that. I have videos and stuff on social media. So I have come across men that will see my social media and just see like, oh, she really interested in God. And they would try to come at me like they holding it down, like I'm talking to Abraham, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
hey,
or whatever.
Can't fake it, my boy.
Right.
Can't fake
And so it was just like, okay, you know, sound good, but me, like, it's more than just believing in God. Like, I need to see that you are led by God, meaning like when things get hard for you in your life, who are you turning to? Are you trying to hustle it, trying to get it yourself? Are you turning to money? Are you turning to drugs? Are you turning to alcohol? Or do you look and lean and depend on God for real? Like, you know, things like that, you know, praying and stuff like that. Because if you can't pray for yourself and you can't pray for us, like, just like a whole bunch of things, like an action behind just saying, oh, I believe in God. You know, I really wanted to see his relationship with God, not just hear it. So fast forward, y'all, like after the kickback.
Look, we gonna say that story.
Just know that we have been together almost every day or whatever like that. But it did, you know, then after that whole little phase of always together, of course, you know, you gotta get back into you. Like, you have to be able to balance you and the dating of y'all or whatever like that. And so now we here, like, yes, I do be with him or whatever like that, but during the week, not so much, you know, because I got stuff to do, he got stuff to do. I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm heavily involved in church. I am pursuing my master's degree. He got school, he teach or whatever like that. He got his own business with videography. Shout out to Aleyh&Aro Films. You know, things like that. You know, he be getting booked to go here and there to create videos, highlight videos, sports, promos for restaurants, all of that stuff like that. He got to sit down and edit. You know, so not saying that we don't make time for each other, we do. But there's also time for us to be us individually because we are not married. So we're not trying to move as one when we're not one already.
Thanks.
So we will get into more things about that, but that's how we met and that's how we here. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification. And yeah, bring more people. Please leave a comment about what y'all want to see from us as well. Okay?
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching Double A Gang.